Strategy itself has fundamentally changed. The world moves a lot faster than it did in the past. And strategic planning as a process and a capability, it just has not kept up. In a recent survey we conducted of 300 executives, we asked them how satisfied they were with their process. And while 60% said they were satisfied with the process, less than half of them went on to say that that same process delivered a well-defined strategy that could be executed in the business and could adapt to change. And whilst there is no one-size-fits-all approach for companies, and they need to tailor how they do this to their own organisational culture, what we do see as we look at those who are really best practice is 5 practices that really stand out. The first of those is that they follow 2 seasons of planning. So they clearly separate long-term strategic planning from the operational planning or budgeting. And that allows them to have a real discussion on strategy without conflating it with a discussion on the numbers. The second thing they do is they really bring the voice of the customer and the voice of the front line into the room. So the debate itself is connected to the front line, and it's not the ivory tower discussion that you sometimes get. Thirdly, they are purposefully unegalitarian in how they allocate resources. So you don't get the same resources that you had last year just because, but they reallocate resources to follow their strategy. The fourth thing that great companies do that really stands out is a continuous issues-based agenda. And it's simple, it's continuous because it's not set and forget. It allows them to evolve throughout the year, and it's issues-based. So it focuses on the highest value issues and opportunities for that company, regardless of where business unit lines are or cross boundaries. And then finally, the fifth thing that companies do that really stands out on this dimension is they radically simplify the process. So a lot of what you might normally call business as usual is completely delegated, often to the finance function, and that allows leaders then to focus on what are the really big changes in the market and what are those big strategic initiatives that are going to make a difference for our business. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the effort and time and energy that goes into that is actually hidden. So it was interesting in our survey, we also saw that C-level executives were 37% more likely to be satisfied with the process than everyone else in the organisation. It is a lot of time and energy, and in many cases, the right thing for organisations to do is actually zero-base the process and take an end-to-end view of how it runs. And in doing that, they should ask themselves 2 questions. Is this or can this be a competitive advantage in terms of how we deliver strategy? And if not, how do we make sure it's not just a drain on organisational time and energy?